inside nickel corners in the lead over the last couple of years. And it's just a really good third down option route from the young receiver. And Coach, we mentioned undrafted guy pairing along with 2 first-rounders. They think the future for those 3 is really bright. It's Jimmy Moore Jr. That's a backwards pass. They're getting more touches in space.
I don't know why he decided that cross buckets like that.
1 play for 7 yards to Jimmy Moore Jr., the rookie out of Colorado. Yeah, in these unique situations, gadget plays, screens, reverses, the threat. The idea of just being get him the ball in open space, make guys try to bring him down. One-on-one. This Ed Canales and Morgan, the GM, they've done a nice job continuing to put this offense together. There's a flag on the far side of the field. They'll check that marker. And this is coming back. It's going to be a holding penalty. Offense, number 17.
Oh my gosh, dude.
And it's the receiver who got tackled with that holding penalty, so it negates the fresh set of downs and pushes Carolina further back. We see here on the left side, the screen. Ball hits inside. So he just reaches out with that right hand, grabs White.
No need to do all that, bro.
Sure. I'm not sure if he ever actually. Just got a lunge at him. 2nd down and 10, and then about to be 3rd down and long. Right up to the forward as he runs into Dorian Williams. This is going to be something Carolina's going to have to sort through, though. Now, with Chuba Hubbard coming back, of course, we talked a lot about the success of the last 3-game win streak of Rico Dowdle. It's just figuring out what that balance is. Prior to the for that, he ran off a 5-yard gain, a 5-yard gain, then he popped a 24-yard gain, and he hasn't touched the ball since. I think that's something they've got to figure out in his offense. On 3rd and 7, setting back in coverage. Dalton floats it.
Damn.
Oh, he had some space there, too. And that's a connection that's likely a first down. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, at least we got 3 points.
Great stop here by this Buffalo defense, aided by the penalty. Coverage is 2-man. I mean, there's 2 high safeties. Something Buffalo has not played as much as they have in typical years under Sean McDermott. More 1 high safety. And then they play man underneath. It's the perfect route. Outbreaking corner route. It's Dalton just can't put it. Fitzgerald. Again, Florida State. Good job to draw that back to the man. He's only missed 2 kicks between field goals and PATs his rookie year. You see the frustration from Dalton. Better throw that time. 6-3.
The Chevy Equinox is more than an SUV. It's your tour guide and your boxing.
offensively, but also giving up a ton of explosive runs. It's just interesting to see with the shift and evolution of Buffalo on both sides of the ball this week. It's actually been very intentional. Now, I think from a personnel standpoint, Brady and Sean McDermott, they realize that being a three-line receiver shotgun sets is probably not the best use of our personnel. We talk about backs and James Cooper, and then can tight end. But at some point, you got the best player in the middle, but he's under center. Take a deep breath and hopefully it plays a defense because he's getting wrong with the ball. Extended and slips through multiple Panthers to turn a potential loss into a gain. You get to get Carissa Thompson right now for a game break, CT.
Thank you so much, Adam. Brady sold out Mark Jackson. Derrick Henry blocked this one in for the score, which actually now passes Detroit Walter Payton for fifth all time in rushing touchdowns. Ravens lead this one 7-6.
It's certainly fitting to see that as they play the Bears today. Buffalo had that immense comeback week one. So 41 points against the Ravens. Right with the game-winning field goal. They were down 15 in the fourth quarter, came all the way back to win. That was part of a 4-0 start before losing back to back. Shakir on the screen, multiple tackles broken. He gets the first down. So Spencer Brown, that solid right tackle, doing some blocking.
I think this is a larger conversation than just the two teams that are playing here today with Buffalo. Buffalo and Carolina. But really, the correlation that you have to see is there a direct connection between your ability to run the ball for a ton of yards, and is there a correlation to how many points you can score, right? So can you generate explosive runs, jump runs, score from 30, 40 yards out? That's a different animal.
Here's to the races, James Cook.
Oh my God, dude. Holy yeah, we in trouble.
That's the conversation around run game in the NFL. If you got those 12, 13 plays, and then finding the red zone position, it's challenging.
I know it.
What's the job here, Reggie Gilly? Watch this block.
I told you, bro, it's only a matter of time before we give us a big run.
He's gone.
It's only a matter of time.
There it is. That's the true definition of a top-tier run offense, and it came at the right time for Buffalo.
Panthers gave up 44 rush yards to 2.
Oh, he missed the kick.
They gave up a 64-yarder there. Prater misfires on the kick. No good. In the game where points feel like they're at a premium, that's a rare miss and maybe a key one from Prater.
Wow.
Second longest run in James Cook's career, 64-yard lightning bolt to extend the Buffalo lead.
Defense was the bad there, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Obviously, you talked about bigger sets, bigger tight ends, full times, and they've increased their motion usage every year. This is where motion can become effective. It's not just eye candy, it's to move pieces.
Yeah, again, it's a little probably too complicated to like dive in on a lot of podcasts, but it's actually a really fascinating conversation because you see so many teams doing it around the league. So people are saying why. It's for that exact reason. It adds gaps. It changes the run fit. It makes defensive backs. If you run fit players, then you change strengths.
Kinston moves its face, and there it is. Maxwell Houston making his NFL debut. Number 30 pick in this past draft was dealing with a knee injury, was activated the other day, makes his debut, and makes a tackle in space on Horn, a fellow rookie.
He's coming out. I think he's a little banged up. He took a big shot at Harrison. I think something they're conscious of in Buffalo is just getting more athletic on the defense.
Oh boy, what's the deal going on with Horn Jr.?
These talented athletic defensive backs as Buffalo tries to get younger and faster.
Dalton fires left and top.
4-0.
Incomplete. Dalton's been frustrated.
Oh, boy. Boy.
Fumble on the early drive as well. And it's 4th down, and Carolina is going to have to punt it away.
They have to wonder if that press coverage there by Christian Benford just threw off the timing. You can see Andy, he's trying to get that ball out of his hand. McMillan goes one more revolution, meaning he takes one more additional cycle with his feet, and that's why the timing, the ball is inside and early, and that's just not having a ton of reps working together.
San Martin, lot of hang time on this one. Keon Cleveland with their chance.
Oh,
Flying was
damn.
Sherless.
Boy, y'all it up.
A 4-yard return on a 49-yard punch. Inside 6 for half.
Nationwide can be a great insurance and financial services company. What's stopping?
It must have gone live about the 4 or so.
One thing. That question is what inspired me to create the Motivating Network. Let's hear it. Motivating.
Yards on the ground.
Damn, I can't believe they're having a Scotty.
It's the most rush yards over expected. So next gen does a great job of tracking right based on the body cap and how many people are involved. And guys are on the ball. They calculate like on average what would a typical running back gain on every carry. That's the most rush yards in a half over the expected total in the history of next gen tracking these stats. Since 2017, it's pretty remarkable.
Damn, we done already gave up 146 yards per cook, bro.
Buffalo running back is.
Cook is rolling,
That's
boy.
what James Cook is doing right now. He gets 7 more yards, over
Yeah.
150. And look at what they've been doing. Now, again, are the Jets and Dolphins really scaring you offensively? I understand that. They played a pretty good Cowboy team, a pretty good running back in Javonte Williams. We're able to hold in the check. Not the case so far today.
Yeah, 146, 112 has been before contact, right? So it's a combination of the backs having a ton of space, and then, of course, as you saw in the long term, the ability to make guys miss in the open field.
So Allen trying to use the leverage in his favor with the fake. He finds the rookie Jackson Pause for just his 5th NFL catch. They'll spot him right near the line to gain. And they'll give him the first down.
Yeah, so I'll tell you a funny story. So Rob Morris is the Buffalo Bills tight end coach. He was my first ever tight end coach when I got drafted in Chicago there with Lovie Smith back in 07. So he was my first ever coach and one of the best guys in the league. He said they have a running chart in their tight end because they did so much jumbo last year that every time Jackson Hawes catches a pass, they let me make a tally because it's like, hey, it's one more than we ever got ahead of our trip a year ago.
Taking the first team.
Oh, man.
He was looking for Elijah Moore. And for a target, Moore was in space. Now the pass goes way.
Yes. Yes, let's talk a little bit about this Buffalo pass. Obviously, we spent pretty much the entire first half, rightfully so. You see Barrett, he falls down. Just the ball that Josh Allen's used to put down the button. It seems doesn't hit it. Yeah, we talked a lot about the run game, but what past this passing game, they do flip the ball downfield. It's just the efficiency and the effectiveness is not what we're accustomed to out of this offense.
There's Will Davis. Second man out of Kentucky has carried the ball 14 times now this year. Barrett is there for the stop. It's 3rd down.
Oh, wow, dude. Damn, I can't believe that happened to Scott both.
Between 2020 and 2023. And these are throws that went in the air 20 yards. You know, one after catch. And the last, we'll call it season and halves. Joey got one and they didn't get that's 2. So, you know, their offense that's scary. They get that going. Along with having the best player in the world in this run game, they're going to be hard to beat.
Allen on the screen. It's been pretty sticky so far.
Look, you got that.
Shakir, that's out of bounds. It's more of that sticky coverage from Shaw Smith Wade.
I know it's crazy. This is like the obscure stat of the league. You know that when they rule incomplete, but like Josh Allen throwing the ball 1 yard from the sideline, he has more completions than he does. It's like ridiculous. He doesn't take sacks.
Oh, yeah, his other foot didn't get down.
Just can't quite get his feet down. The play is live. The entire 53 and a third within this field. And he is uniquely good at extending the play.
Mitch Wishnowsky moves along. 47-yard punt for the catch from Trevor Etienne. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. You still got the 2-minute warning to come. The Panthers down 9. Comes out of
Myron Spear Johnson Tim's
One to the sideline.
God, I hope that ain't on us.
This particular snap.
It's going to be on Buffalo.
Okay.
This will be declined. They'll take the reception of McMillan.
Defense number 39.
So I think just a couple drives ago, we talked about 2 men, right? So they're going to rotate here, and they're going to have 2 high safeties. Everybody else is in man coverage, and it's inside leverage and low. So you want to run plays that break out and break high. That's the leverage of the defender, and that is a big-time throw under pressure by Andy Dalton on a big 3rd down. And now they can try to be a little more aggressive here. That one actually going to try to take this to the 2-minute. Interesting.
So now we can't do 2-minute one. They run it to get just a couple of yards. And that'll take us to the break. Or as Greg mentioned, Buffalo ball to start the 3rd quarter. And Dalton and the Panthers try to manufacture something at the end of this half against the Buffalo Bills.
Oh my Lord, dude.
The worst case scenario for Carolina, we said Buffalo to possess the ball before
Oh.
Tremendous play by Epinesa. Fabulous read by the former 10-year Carolina.
He did not just do that, bro.
Who played with Dalton the last couple of seasons. A very warm welcome
God
from a
damn.
lot of his former teammates, and he helped Vanessa and the defense get ready for it. Josh Allen.
Got it.
The second most rushing touchdowns on quarterback in NFL history. Just added another one.
Damn.
It's number 69 all time for Allen on the ground. One of the great Cam Newton has more. And they take advantage of the team.
I was like, what the heck are they doing, bro? Yeah, this thing's gonna be blowing wide open, bro.
And there's motions, nothing says for mistake. You know, usually there's nobody behind him, but now the motion gets him, and he times the motion, and now he's the push guy from behind. And we're going to see teams continue to kind of explore creative ways, especially when you have a quarterback that's big and that's athletic and strong.
Damn, boy, this is the one game I was hoping Dalton wouldn't fuck up, bro.
60 pounds, 6'6", AJ Vanessa. Prater missed the PATs last time. This one is good. Vanessa's third career pick, his first in 2 years. He nearly had his second career touchdown. So again, go back and take a look. I mean, he almost caught it off the juke. That's like a 5-yard fastball in the face, but after the bobble, I promise you, when he gets to the sideline, Bosa and all of his D-line boys, they're giving him a hard time, saying, man, you got to score. You can't get caught from behind. But what an incredible play, not only to dissect the play, know what's coming, but obviously to execute it, pick it off. Came out to the broadcast.
Damn, I don't know why I didn't put Higgins on my fantasy, bro. Should have done that.
Buffalo teams looks different offensively, defensively, had some issues. It all has come back to the ability to
I lost some points on the board.
and protect the ball on offense. We've said now 3 times, plus 24 last year in differential. Pretty big reason why you had such the year that you had. Now after the 2 takeaways here in the first half, it now puts them in a positive takeaway differential this season.
It's all a domino effect, right?
It's all connected. You're not a good run team. You're not to defend the run. Score a lot of points. Take the ball away. When you're playing with a 16-point lead, it doesn't matter how you defend the run.
GT. Space past the 30. It is Carolina ball. Let's take a moment to see what's coming up at halftime.
We got on the Verizon halftime. We will have all the highlights, including Heisman winners Caleb Williams and Derrick Henry matching in Baltimore. Plus, our own Heisman winner Charles Woodson joins Terry, Holly, and Michael at the desk to break it all down. We'll see you then.
Heisman actually started today without money Charles Woodson. Still 3 timeouts. Dalton is pretty much right back where he was before the last snap. The team continues to bang away with another strong run. He's got the first down as we check in with Pam Oliver.
Yeah, he uses the force for the Bills defense, but they will not count him the rest of the way. Ed Oliver has a bicep injury, and he is out for the game.
That is a huge loss. He's been dealing with injury. He made such an impact against Atlanta. Against Baltimore in the opening game of the season. Without Oliver stuck for the day. You might have to see that Joby is coming back from suspension a little more. Dalton dancing away from the pressure, throws in the ball. Now stops the clock as McMillan steps out in Carolina territory. Nice job by Dalton to pick up 17 to his top target.
Yeah, just a great job by Andy Dalton, feeling that pressure and stepping up. That's what allowed McMillan to just run all the way through this zone without that extra time created by Dalton. He's never going to clear that linebacker window. I think we get fans. This is touchdown bust. They cannot let Buffalo get the ball back for the second half.
Dalton continues to push. So inside of a minute, and all 3 timeouts are available.
I think they got to continue to be aggressive.
Yeah.
Field goals ain't going to do it today. So I like Gallo, though. I think he's giving him a little bit more juice than Hubbard here in the first half. He's got to get more touches.
Dalton take a second timeout with 33 seconds left, and it's Joey Bosa. In his 100th career NFL start, he's got his third sack of the season. So it'll be third down and long, and we'll be right back after this from Progressive.
So hold on. We want 3 double chickens and fries. Sorry, 3 cheeseburgers with mayo. No mayo.
Don't forget my strawberry milkshake.
So hold on. So we want 4 chickens with fries. No, sorry, 3 Trubisky. You're in.
Mitch Trubisky, backup quarterback.
If only there were backups in real life.
How about 3 no mayo? How about
But at least there's Progressive to protect your home and auto.
and 1 strawberry shake?
Guys, should we trade Danny?
Very funny. It'll be third down and long after the Bosa sack. That's his third of the season. Interestingly enough, we knew Dave Canales was going to call the timeout. It actually looked like Sean McDermott was also. Because it's third and long, you still have time to maybe try to get the ball back, especially when you push them back for a bit. Right? If they attempt to, this would be a 59-yard football. If you miss it, you got the ball in midfield. This is a huge thing. Maybe you cannot take the sack and pick up as much leverage as you can. Dalton throws.
Got it.
He steps out of bounds to stop the clock. All they needed something there on third and 11. They got 22. That's the same coverage over and over. It's 2 men. He knows it's inside leverage. So Canales is calling all outbreaking routes. And he's been on time now. That's the third trickle down passing situation that Buffalo's dialed up, cover 2 man. And Andy Dalton had the answer. Because this was shaping up to be an absolutely disastrous end of a half for Carolina. You're in the game, 12-3. You got the ball. You got timeouts. You got time.
The runner was down in bounds. And you know the 10-second runoff, Carolina would take their second turn timeout.
To
Damn.
avoid the runoff.
Wow.
So that's a tough spot to be in now. Again, you're in the red zone. So
For 30 seconds. Thank you.
let's see here. And so take a look here. This is on the last play. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that right knee.
It's literally in. It's the right call. Yeah, good job upstairs. You mentioned just to expedite the replay. You heard the white hat mention that. The ability for them to get these calls right. It's just such a great move by the NFL now the last couple of years. We don't need long stoppages. We don't need to go under the hood. Just if his knee was in bounds, it was in bounds. We got cameras all over the place. Make the right move and move on. Us watching, and you've got to sit at home watching. All right, so here's the situation. You got 30 seconds left. Of course, you're thinking touchdown. Down 16. Now, second field goal is not going to do a whole lot. Buffalo gets the ball out of the break. So, first and 10, just inside the 20. You can throw the ball anywhere in the field, and you don't necessarily have to waste your time. You can get to the clock, snap it again, and hold that last team out in your back pocket. So, a lot of options here for Andy Dalton. No, this is going to be on Bosa. I think he stuck his left foot out. Tripped him. Or was he held? Personal foul. Tripping.
Oh, hell.
I've never been in a game where I've seen that. I haven't seen it very often at all. Watch. Oh, yeah. He clearly just sticks that left foot out. Kind of sweeps the legs out from Andy Dalton. You can see both sides. He felt it. He knew it. Now, God has a lot of options. Yes. Take as many shots in the end zone. You still can't run the ball. You do have the timeout. So, a lot of things on the table. In the middle of the field. Dalton's taking that direction. Pre-snap, that was the matchup. Yeah, Thompson against McMillan, so it's cover 2. It's Shaq Thompson's job to carry this inside receiver vertical, gets the matchup that he wants, and he just puts that ball too much on his back shoulder.
Man, it's a laser.
And it's a touchdown. And Dalton's first start of the year, just 3 throws his mates just right on. He's making a couple of really good ones, especially those broken corners. And a few others that the time of the location has to be expected. Here comes a blitz from Buffalo. It's a screen. We'll have to use that final timeout. So watch it. He passes his side. He signals the number 3. Second number 3. That's the number 3 receiver. It's just block, flat route. We used to call that block, or there's a lot of different terminologies. Look, see the signal of number 3? It's an automatic. You see 0, meaning everyone is blitzing except the defenders who have a man responsibility. And that's the veteran quarterback recognizing pre-snap and getting himself a positive play. Remember, he has a time to stop the clock. Screens against blitzes are oftentimes the most productive plays, just because you have all this defensive attention in the middle, not as much attention on the outside. It's really frustrating for them. This feels like 2 shillings to the other. So if you're not for this feels like 2 pass attempts, and now McDermott's going to take a time out. Yoshinobu Yamamoto for the Dodgers last night. He's outstanding. He's pretty good. Likely NL Cy Young winner. He shut down the Blue Jays in his second complete game of the postseason, and now this series is even up at 1 apiece, going back to Los Angeles. And a great pitching matchup. Tyler Glasnow against Max Scherzer, who got the win in the championship series against Seattle. You have the stars of Ohtani and Guerrero. Offenses have looked good in 2 different games for both teams. Pretty cool. There you look at Joey Bosa, who's got something in common with Max Scherzer. Heterophobia, iridium. That means you got 2 different color eyes. Bosa's got a right eye that's green and the left eye that's blue. Scherzer's right eye is blue, his left eye's brown. I can talk to the broadcast thing. Tell you what, they're impressed. They're sick. On 3rd down,
God, tell him about it, dude. Did we really just leave points on the board, bro? Please tell me that did not just happen, dude. Oh my freaking God.
But nonetheless, just a disastrous ending for Carolina.
Oh.
And the clock is still able to get off the snap, so it may have counted. It would have depended if Carolina had all of its personnel properly off and on the field.
Boy, I'll tell you.
For Carolina, we look at the settle top performer, and it's brought to you by State Farm. It's something that Carolina hasn't seen a whole lot of as of late. It is an opposing running back going off against them. That's what James Cook did. And it's really been the explosive runs. Of course, the long touchdown is the one that stands out. But even in between, on a play-by-play basis, it's 6 yards, it's 10 yards. A lot coming behind Deion Dawkins on the left side of that off.
Thank you.
Dominant performance, especially on the ground by this Buffalo offense. They've got the lead and the ball coming their way in the 3rd. And you got Philadelphia, Los Angeles for the Rise at halftime.
Powered by Horizon 5G. The Mary James Company is doing 19-3. They lead in Carolina. That's walking into the Rise at halftime. Let's check in on Panthers and Eagles.
A.J. Brown, great wide receiver for the Eagles out of this game with a hamstring injury. Watches Jackson Dart get Cam Scatterboo on an option route. Back is wide open, 18-yard score, 7-all Eagles. And the Giants and the Saquon mark is wide open. After 4th down conversion, Eagles go up 14-7. Dart back. Cam Scatterboo, the running back, will go up, make a gallant effort right there. Falls on his ankle awkwardly. Had to be carted off with an ankle injury.
Damn, man, I can't believe that, dude.
Yeah, he is out definitely the rest of this game, probably for a lot longer. But the game does continue. And the Eagles, right before halftime, moments ago, backstory touchdown. National Tight Ends Day, Dallas gets his way to the reception. They lead 21-10. Just
Man, the Giants don't come back in that game. They're gonna have a field day, boy. Can't wait to watch Vic's video.
Continue in the middle, saw the safety there, straightened it up. A good job by quarterback Higgins getting in for 12 yards, 13 and at the Houston. And then right before halftime, Mac Jones finds the tight end Kittle on what he's the one that coined tight end day in 2019, 16-7. Houston on top of the visiting 49ers. Cleveland at New England. Dylan Gabriel, rookie quarterback, second pounder out of Oregon, going out into the flat, deep crossing route, actually, and that's Harold Bannon Jr. on an 18-yard strike. New England 9, Cleveland 7 at the half. Lamar Jackson, quarterback with a ball.
You know, I just thought about something. My dog on tight end don't have a touchdown yet, bro. Hey.
Derrick Henry takes on the ball handling, bounces to the outside. He's now past Walter Payton with the fifth most rushing touchdown in the NFL, 10-6 ball roll pop.
Somebody got one touchdown yet, bro.
A lot of heat on this Miami one. Play action underneath to the guy you play to two, Howard. You send the last guy into the flat. So now he's wide open, Howard. 17-3. We're paying attention. 17-3 Miami. Ribbon on top of Atlanta. But I want to confuse you. Well, here's the ball.
Good God, dude.
Still throws a beautiful ball. Your arm never goes. Your leg will go as the older you get, but never the arm. 44-yard strike.
Flacco turning back the hands of time.
Passes by Flacco in the first half. Cincinnati impressive.
All right, talking about first half being impressive, Michael. James Cook, 153 yards in the first half alone. That's more he's had in a game this year.
In any game, he set the record there. The franchise, I think, his second most rush yard in the first half of franchise history. And here's how he got to here. He could find the running lane right here. Just patience, hits the running lane, and just picks up 12 yards right there. And here he follows his blockers. He does something that most people have trouble with. Gets a little skinny to get through that gap, Kurt. And he takes that for 24 yards. And right here, just patience up the middle, explosion. And that he takes for 64 yards. So it is probably, I mean, if you're you don't even need Josh Allen. You got to run it like that. Just put it on the line.
You ain't going to touch him. The game's easy.
Yeah.
You know, we talked about Carolina's offense running the ball, but today Buffalo came out and said, no, we're going to run the ball. And James Cook.
Let's stop being cute.
Just run the football.
Stop being cute. Just get back to the basics. And trying to end that 2-game losing streak right now as Buffalo is in control. And at the half, expound on that. You still have your own?
No, I don't. We have
Panthers on out the last complete game for the Dodgers. If they win game 2 of the World Series to even things up to the Blue Jays game 3, comes your way tomorrow night right here on Fox. With another half of football coming your way in just a minute. Carolina, James Cook with the Bryson play in the first half, and why not? 64 yards of the touchdown. And the Bills are rolling right now.
The Verizon halftime show.
said that before. You're right. Second down, 11. Each hand. Onyemata, right in the middle of the veteran, comes through and limits him to a gain of 1. That'll make it third down and 10. Once again, this defense, number 2, against the one number 20, and the Dolphins may see some adjustments now from
Sergeant Walmart carried that same message to his defensive squad about not letting them run the football. They've opened 66 yards rushing in the first half. I'm sure there's a tone to that meeting.
Going to go, Etienne out of the room, 3rd and 10, Etienne the call, blocked by Washington, and then he staggers ahead. Nice defensive play by Mike Hughes, who served every game in that quarterback position out of UCF. It's hitting the 3, it's put down, and like the Falcons before, Miami seems to be putting it out there.
Well, Westbrook Akina is on the outside. Hughes just makes him miss, goes up and makes the tackle. You got to go up and get a body on a body. A throw to the outside, you're counting on those one-on-ones to win so that you can get released.
Jake Bailey's punt, Jamal Agnew at the 35, and here we go. With the blocker and bangs his way up to the 43. Brought down by Ethan Bonner, 4-9 on the hang on a 48-yard punt. Flag was thrown. 11:20 here in the third.
Holding, receiving team number 84. That 10-yard penalty will be towards from the end of the kick. First down. Now,
Second special teams penalty on Felipe Franks. So here comes Atlanta with Kirk Cousins. Giving forward 3 outs and 5 possessions.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing the strength of this King Henry.
Today's game ball presented by Progressive. A 19-3 Buffalo Bills lead. The halftime break, and Buffalo received the kickoff to begin the second half. The 2 turnovers by Carolina, putting one late in the first half, crucial. 10 of the 19 points for Buffalo coming off those 2 takeaways. They only had 5 takes all season coming into action today. And don't with a fumble and pick. James Cook had a huge first half running the ball for Buffalo. This is a crucial drive to start this third quarter. For the Seagulls to grab that. And he'll take a knee. And over moments ago with Dave Canales, the coach of the Panthers.
All right, Dave, obviously not the way you wanted to end the half. Tell me about some stuff you want to start and then build on.
Yeah, I thought the Bills did an excellent job getting the run game going. We got to settle that down. James Cook's making a lot of extra yards, so let's take care of that offensively. Let's take care of the ball. We're taking points off the board. We got to be smarter with the ball so we can execute finish drives.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
And Dave, his defense. Move for Kevin. The chance to extend that system.
Relentless, bro.
holding. Offense, we're 79. It's a 10-yard penalty. Still first down.
Cook was cooking in that first half. The last time an NFL player had 150 rushing yards in the first half, James' older brother, Dalvin Cook, did it 4 years ago. The Minnesota Vikings against the Pittsburgh Steelers.
That runs in the family. I mean, I was there a couple of years ago. Home game in Buffalo against the Dallas Cowboys. This was 2023. Third teams in the league. It looked like a comeback for James Cook. And since then, he's been as good as anybody in the entire league.
But he picks up about 5 there.
Yeah, it seems like they're really intentional about how they want to run Josh Allen, goal line, short yardage, critical plays. Interesting there, good first and long, but I think that's something as the year goes on. I think Joe Brady has a really good pulse, and Sean McDermott understand there's going to be a time, multiple times throughout critical moments in the game where they're going to have to put all of the load on 17 because he's that kind of player in this game.
Up to the 48-yard line. So maybe we'll third down and 7 now.
And that is something that Joe Brady talked to us about. He said, what we're finding is when we're really good, of course, a lot of that is this run game throughout the entire season. When we're not, it's the second and 10. It's the 2, in essence, called what do you call 2 downs. That are not so good. That's the next job they're overcoming the holding call, both on the run and the completion. At least it gives them a chance. But they've got to identify where the rush is coming from.
Ooh, that was dangerous.
Closest man was Tyrell Shavers. Near side of the field is where that flag came from.
And they're just going to go chase more.
Defensive
What the hell, dude?
There's a conversation going on down here. The official stopped his defense. Defense.
Unreal, dude.
Has been one of the best cover corners in the NFL this season. He's got tagged a couple of times for penalties in this game, and this one is a hurtful one because they were about to get on the field and it's fresh and out.
He was arguing. He's up top here. He's always the boundary corner, meaning he's to the short side of the field. And Ross Shaver is just running right at him. Just taking out the ground, not in the open field. The official's he's gonna throw that flag 10.
Right back to Cook for the cutback. And we actually use the safety to stop that shot, especially for you for example. Side extension. The James Cook Pro Bowler.
No.
Overall, it's just still not to see. There's no true number one receiver. I can keep really prone to that point.
Yeah, this game is over, brother.
This injury last year for Jacksonville is still it's coming.
Yeah, stop red or white flag, dude. God dang. Nah, bro. No. Dang. Slobby.
Efficiency and ball control, and then defense, you understand that you're going to pressure, and you next junction and its ability to get the ball to the likes of just the ability to catch, the ability to make guys miss. It will be in both run and pass. Shakir's one of the best in the league for the catch. This is something they want to get back to. What did we see week 1? James Cook, screen pass, 51 yards, right? Catch and run. That was the longest pass play of the season, all the way back in the first game. This is the longest pass play of the season for Buffalo. Frank Shakir for the catch and run, and the emotional touchdown to go up 23.
It's a damn shame, bro.
Listen to live work versus I know the difference. I said, connect young homeowners straight into their parents. Breaking down cardboard is something you have to do, not something you get to do. Lawn care is not a hobby. Not trying to hurt you, just trying to be honest with you. One time to get a tree removed is not weekend play. Hey, so let's give it up for that time.
So can protect you from becoming your enemies. But we can protect you from harm when you bundle with us.
You're watching TV, not supervising it. Sit down, relax.
We were returning home, and one of the flight attendants asked Bronx if he wanted to see the flight deck, and we kept an Andrew.
I got to sit in the driver's seat. It was so cool.
I grew up in an aviation family, and seeing Bronx kind of reminded me of myself when I was that age. He was fearless, he was confident.
It felt like I was the captain.
These small interactions can shape the kid's future. That little snapshot of allowing my son to see the flight deck will stick with us forever. That's how good they play.
Believed his KFC chicken sandwich should be huge on flavor. Chicken, crisp pickles, over the tiny green price. Oh, that grows jack for that tiny price. Girl live, so we can chicken. KFC chicken sandwich. Ratio of snow. Ratio of this. Overlap. All day, all night. Ratio of 4 minutes. Yes. Ratio of the world watching. This guy watching. Ratio to the sun. That's how it
Attention run by Shakir was impressive. It's a 35-yard line with a touchback for Carolina. This looks familiar to you, doesn't it? You saw a lot of this with Cam Newton in his career. One pass touchdown, one rushing touchdown 45 times. Josh Allen has now passed it 46.
Yeah, pretty incredible. I mean, what Cam was obviously able to do here in Carolina, the ability to run the ball, design runs. He was really one of the first quarterbacks of this era to kind of be a true goal line runner. It wasn't even necessarily quarterback sneaks. Jumping over line scrimmage. There's a lot of similarities to Josh Allen, big body, athletic. His ability, obviously, to produce the true passer. Obviously, both the guys are MVPs. Don't construction, strike to McMillan. It's good for a first down. It's good on the field to check with Van Oliver.
Yeah, forward Bill, Sean McDermott. Same when we spoke at the half to my question about Bill maintaining dominance and physically his answer was we just keep on going, killing the run game. Now, probably Bill was one up for the dangerous passing attack. McDermott said simply they challenge.
Second down. It's always curious. There's a million variables that go into what happens after a bye week, right? But to Sean McDermott's credit, 8-0 in his career after the bye week. We're like, well, what did you do during that time? He said he went to his wife Jamie. His wife Jamie is a teacher, so she understands what it's like when you finally get a break and you want to go back over all your stuff, over all your lesson plans. And how do I deal with this student or that student? So she gave Sean permission to take the week and kind of grind out some film to go over some of the deficiencies for the Bills in the first half of the season. So far.
Oh God, Andy! Oh, damn, dude, you got to get out of that, man.
In a Buffalo Bills uniform. And just a good job playing through the contact. He's lined up here, Brady Christensen, the right guard, but and you got empty, and there's no backs, and you only have 5 protectors. The second there's a ball, the second this ball doesn't come out on time, you got to really stress their offensive linemen and pull up. This is good. As we've seen this Buffalo front, we got some guys that can get out of the passer. They're coming from the lead.
God, somebody, what I tell you.
Joey Bosa is a touching dump down, so credit for the set. This has been a rough go with Don's first start over a year. You see, Post said he's put his hand up, saying it was me. So the ball hit Chuba Hubbard's leg.
What the hell Jobber doing, bro?
Andy Dalton. Austin Corbett just
Damn, Jobber.
Chuba was so tight to Andy is blitz protection and the center just slightly off to the side. He was like, this come wrong, so scoop behind the team. You are punch. A short return. Bills are having fun. They're feeling good. We're going to get the back tickets down the foul. Back-to-back losses at both sides of the ball. That's some spikes to let some of the tension out.
Man, it was like I was saying the other day, dude. I told you Joshua Allen will be on the darn revenge tour. But on the clinic today. Bro, somebody check and see the dog on moon outside because Atlanta losing bad too. God, so much, boy.
That he put together. Sean McDermott, as the defensive coordinator, had every bit of a role as anybody in the organization. But what he did with the defense, his ability to develop, Keithley and Thomas Davis, you go get Shaq Thompson in his time, like, you don't coach 9 years as a head coach in today's day and age as a head coach. If you don't know what you're doing, and Sean McDermott has a really good pulse for his team. He's got a good pulse for what it takes to win. We've talked about this looks different, it feels different, but we made it look like today it felt more worse.
Good look the first down as he continues to kind of his way towards a new career high. 5 straight AFC East titles for Buffalo. Obviously, there feels more like it's going to be more of a dogfight maybe this year, especially with how well New England has played. They've come back to now take a 2-touchdown lead in Cleveland today. So the Bills trying to win to keep pace with Cleveland. They lost 2 once already in their game and faced later this year. The season again. It's coming. Another double-digit
Damn.
So obviously it was the Tom Brady era, right? They won 11 consecutive division titles in the AFC East. And then in 2020, they finally break through. Buffalo gets back. They win the division title for the first time in a long time. And they have control of the division for the most part. The Patriots obviously up to a very solid start this year. The Dolphins, by the way, played well against Atlanta in this series.
I can't figure out what they want to do. They got shot by Carolina earlier this year. The Bills will look incredible today.
Damn, how your ass go down to Miami and get shellacked like that, dude? Damn. Shit, I get Panthers as to do, but y'all gotta play better than that, bro. Sure, and we do too.
Right, let's do that. May. So the second touchdown pass of the day. This is the Stephon Diggs Patriots in front 23-7. Oh,
it's a two-man race. You got a lot of appreciation for what Vrabel has done. Yeah, turning that around last year. Struggle bus. Just shows you get the right guy. Very similar what we just talked about with Sean McDermott and the success they had here in Buffalo. You get the right guy, head coach. You get the right guy behind the center. That marriage can take you a long way in this league. Those are the two most critical hires that any ownership group has, office group. If you can hire a great head coach, you can transfer acquire the right quarterback. You can make up for a lot of weaknesses throughout the course of throughout the kind of entirety of your roster. I think Sean McDermott's done a nice job reinventing themselves here and there, playing to the strengths and also protecting some of the weaknesses. Ultimately, that's the job of the head coach. And today's not a good job.
Short. That's Carolina's holding for too, right? They made another coaching change. A lot of coaches for the last 7-8 years for Carolina. So Canales, they drafted Bryce Young, and they tried to go around a bit. It's not new, and there's always been blueprint, but those are the headline marquee hires /signings/picks. It's got to be head coach and quarterback then instead of
yeah. And a lot of the investment on the Carolina side has been on the offensive side of the ball. They have some of the highest spending, especially considering it's not brought up to the quarterback position.
Yeah.
One of the highest spending teams in the league on offense.
Rick Coleman. Last season, he's got first half.
But I think that over time, Dan Morgan and Dave Canales, I think you're going to continue to see a conscious effort to try to do a better job just continuing to acquire talent, right? They got Derek Brown on the front end. That's an elite player. They got J.C. Warren on the back end. That's an elite player. Some of the roster depth on defense, when you invest in the draft picks, you address the free agency, Dan Warren and Eric Sanders, just you make the investments in free agency and the draft on the offensive side of the ball. Defensively, you're going to have to figure it out all pieces.
5'11", less than 200 pounds.
Our defense can't stop nothing, bro.
Is a new career high.
Just learn close man like a darn freight train.
So they got 194 now on the ground.
Ridiculous.
Key defensive player. We were just talking about the investment in Carolina. It's one of their key pieces. The third-round pick from last year, Trevor Wallace. There's Cook's numbers as he continues to get it done.
Who's injured?
There's going out to eat, and then there's going all out with platinum. There's nothing like having it in with
Somebody's injured.
Commander Douglas, second down and 10. Brooks set his hands on it too.
Sometimes just changing it up gets you back into a rhythm or into some kind of rhythm when you haven't been able to get anything going. And when you look at the number of first downs or lack of first downs, the fact that they just got over 100 yards of offense here in the third quarter. So I like what they're doing for the change it up.
Second down and 10. And goes in and they were going for a hunch. It was a big time hit by Trader. Dante Trader, a rookie out there on the 5th round pick, who didn't play last week against Cleveland. Comes up with a beautiful play right here.
Well, what's the technique? He uses that shoulder to knock the ball out. He could have taken a big shot But instead, he goes right to the outside arm and is able to cause the incompletion.
Atlanta today on third down, you can see it 0 for 6. They have a 3rd and 10. And they run 5. And Cousins underneath, hit by Pitts, and look at the swarming tackle right by Brooks. And now that defense, we talked about what Mike had said.
Look at Kevin, they're holding on. I was watching the sideline the whole time over there. There was no hesitation that they wanted to go for this. And
let me take a look at which color numbers
the
real quick.
important thing there was trying to get some yardage on third down. I'm sorry for cutting you off. I was like, wait a second, they're going for 4th down in the 3rd quarter, and you're owned into the field. So showing some real aggressiveness here. Good point. 4th and 4.
Man, I'll be shocked if they just come all the way back and win that game, bro.
Now 10-16 through the air, and Miami's defense in the bottom quarter of all the defenses in the NFL really playing well as Douglas was defending high.
Well, there's the pressure right there by Chad Robinson that causes him to throw that as early as he did. Robinson came off that right side. He got an inside.
Damn, and he just scored again. God, somebody. Lord have mercy. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Listen, I told him, bro. We ain't have no damn chance against Buffalo. Wasn't playing no damn games.
Kicks, and then Kevin Wallace from the linebacker goes out. You're pulling they don't have to.
A 30-point Buffalo lead and 5 plays in the third. We'll be right back after this message from a Diamond Spring.
From the very beginning, you knew she was unlike anyone else. And she always would be. Desert Diamonds celebrate all the shades that make her her. And hues is ever changing as it lifts itself. Sunlit whites, radiant champagnes, smoky whiskeys, natural colors truly like anything else, just like her.
Three weeks ago, we saw the best rushing game by any individual back in the NFL. Rico down against the Miami Dolphins, ran for 206. Joe Brady's back. James Cook today has surpassed that 214.
And the thing, the Bills' offensive coordinator used to be ours, bro. I can't believe this there.
It's worth noting. We came out to the broadcast saying it looks different, it feels different. Maybe they don't have
All the thing been doing the whole entire game is just run.
We've seen obviously with Josh Allen and this Bills offense for years. This feels like the type of offense they can sustain this defense, take the ball away, critical moments, wins, red zone, and then they can run the ball out for chunk plays and 200 plus. That feels kind of like a playoff form, right? It's cold. You're in Buffalo, you're in Kansas City, you're trying to win on your own. Offense wins in the regular season, especially the last season. The run game, the defense matter more in the playoffs. That's obviously what matters in Buffalo. We're not trying to win any more titles, division titles. We're not trying to worry about regular season record. It is Super Bowl expectations in Buffalo.
They're up for big. The Panthers, early miscues. It felt like they were right in this game. The Dolphins fumble sure led to a jump shot, rushing touchdown, the disastrous end to the first half.
It's just been a combination of issues, and listen, here's the reality. Yes, Carolina's been playing better. They've won 3 in a row. They're significantly improved. Buffalo is used to being one of the teams at the top of the league year in and year out. Play through and figure out whether it's the
Hold on. Oh my god, dude. No. No way this is happening right now.
Buffalo gets another takeaway would be its third. There's point.
And we've seen a couple times that ball's out. That ball's out. But we've seen a handful of times today out of just pump fakes where Andy thinks he knows where he wants to go, and then that window closes.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. We have got to get rid of Andy Dalton after this season, dude. It's time for him to go.
Looks to me like that ball is out of his head and before
Man.
it comes forward. I really like the ball.
No, he just do not have it anymore, dude. It's time to walk off in the sunset and call it a career.
Big body in there, talking about Ed Oliver dealing with injuries. So his early emergence, his rookie year has really done wonders solidifying this front. And he came into the game saying this is a front-driven defense. Some of the issues are more on the second and third level. When healthy, especially.
Hey, I'll be honest with you, though, bro. Shoot. Front dog in front office, I would call Andy Dalton there and tell him, like, the next day, listen, thank you for your service, but we're done with you. Like, you just don't have it anymore, bro. It's freaking awful.
That was his 19 carries, well over 200. Hey, I'm sure McDermott, Joe Brady, I'm taking them off. There you go. I'm getting McDermott. I'm saying, hey, man, go sit down. Take a blow. You've heard it. He's been the best player on the field the entire game, and it's been a dominant performance. And it's a top country team.
Look, I'm down in the red zone again, dude.
Shakir hit by Rosewood. We get a hit from Van Oliver down the field.
Yeah, to bring you, you saw linebacker Trevor Wallace.
What the hell happened to Wallace?
He remains. He's being evaluated.
Oh my god.
He is
Moten too? Oh, Lord have mercy.
Jackson Hawes, the rookie, his second catch of the day. 13-yarder to set up first and goal.
Oh, this that was. We haven't even mentioned it's National Tight Ends Day. So one of these teams down here in the red zone got a touchdown.
Shit, we ain't even damn give Trumbull a touchdown, bro. He ain't got not one today. Oh man, this shit is pathetic, bro.
Across the XL.
Tight end in motion. Maria Hancock instead of Davis started in 2018 with a kind of fun, innocuous comment by George Kittle in a post-game interview. Giants National Tight Ends Day. A year later, it became a thing. It's still a thing in 2025.
Someone only got 4 doggone yards, dude. That's embarrassing.
Just a touchdown for the Niners today as they trade the Texans.
That man doggone Sanders.
Now they just took out Dawson Knox, and they still got Jackson Hawes.
That was Hawes in motion to hand off to Davis.
God, somebody, boy. Damn. Yeah, they need to let Joshua Allen sneak that in, bro. It's on QB sneak.
For Spencer just bounced
celebrating what they should be celebrating. Clearly a little here. Simple. We just take you to that left A gap. Those are soft in there. And, might look different, you know, might feel different. The Bills fans, we've covered a lot of it, but here today, this is as they looked.
Yo, I'm just curious, like, is Dave Canales gonna switch quarterbacks now, bro? At least like let Hendon Hooker play that last half.
And the Panthers have 17 points and a couple of big spots on turnovers. They're up 37.
So, you like do tricks? No, Richard, I'm a genius. I'm not doing tricks for you. Right. Oh, all right, fine. I'll show you one trick. Toss me your phone. Your Nerd Wallet will compare auto insurance rates for you in minutes.
Yeah, just by answering a few simple questions.
Wow, smart. Yeah, it's smart. It's genius, Richard.
Genius, Richard.
Get insurance at a price that works for you. Go to nerdwallet.com.
One day, a tiny little hand reached out and wrapped around your finger. Now, they have you wrapped around theirs. Full towards a new adventure. Reassured with a squeeze.
Shout out to our dog on Rashad. I wouldn't even go live today after that. This terrible beatdown we had.
Until then, let's escape together.
Sounds alright, we lost him, boy. Yeah, it's alright, bro. I mean, we'll still be talking without them two boys when we talk about it. We still got other pieces over there.
There's only one.
Right now, during the Jeep Drive in fall event, you all qualified will see at least a 2025 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon gas model for $420 a month. Hurry, this great offer ends November 3rd.
Georgie and Mandy is America's #1 comedy. Love it. It's just too bad we only get it once a week. Why don't you get we do get new episodes every Thursday. All new Georgie and Mandy, CBS this Thursday. Halloween and nothing's being spooky. Something special. The real deal right here, baby. We're ghosts. He's head. It's the old new Ghost Halloween special. It's this Thursday. The NFL CBS is sponsored by Jeep. There's only one. Charles Schwab. Own your tomorrow. And by Chipotle. Real ingredients, real flavor. Chipotle for real.
Miami's going to kick off.
Man, I know Red got to be somewhere having a meltdown, dude. Look at this score. Dang, like, how in the hell both of us get to be on the same weekend, dude? This is ridiculous.
And brought down by Willie Gay, a former Kansas City linebacker. Tua Tagovailoa was coming off his worst game of his career. Last week, he had thrown 6 interceptions the previous 2 games. Today, 19-24, 4 touchdown passes and no picks.
That's a good way to bounce back, I would say. Completing 79% of his passes. And as you've said multiple times here, Kevin, having that run game to balance things up definitely gets you an advantage of the team.
It's first and 10 from the 20-yard line for Cousins as they lead through and he throws and spits with Douglas jumping out. After a gain of 5 to the 25, Trent Atlanta today, 3 points, 4 punts. They've not converted a third down, and they've been penalized 7 times.
Well, we keep talking about the offense too and what they've done and the fact they've scored more points than they have all season long. The defense.
With a second down and 5, and up the middle he goes, and penalty shy of the first. Robinson is waylaid by Dawson.
The defense came in to today is the 29th ranked points allowed, scored against. 29 points a game they're getting up. So as much as we're talking about the offense and what Tua's doing, this defense has been outstanding.
Third down, one, and they convert it with Robinson picking and poking his way to the 32. And brought down by Brooks and Sealer, and they do move the chains, but now operating with no huddle and assembling at the line.
Well, just their sixth first down of the game. As you said, they've got the big mountain to climb.
First down and 10. Here's the blitz. There's the throw, and it's incomplete. If the coverage will not take rid of the rookie, there's no penalty flag at the field, much to the chagrin of the crowd. What remains up, second down and 10.
Well, to me, it doesn't look like there's anything that's going to cause that flag to happen.
Going for Mooney. Thousands today, 12-19, 106. Second down and 10. And he'll look into the middle. Blocked by Robinson, underneath it, Grillo, caught by Howard. And dances on the sideline with Douglas, shy of the first. He's got about a yard to go and out to the Atlanta 41.
Well, and really now, if you're the defense and the offense, you're just trying to, not that you're in full prevent mode, you're not at that stage yet, but you can definitely keep things in front of you and don't try and get things over or allow anything over the top.
Good down and 3.
Number 64. My back up to
Third down to center neutral.
Well, it's the 8th accepted penalty on the day for this Falcons team that all season long has not been a team that makes these types of mistakes. So it's just piling on for Raheem Morris, and that's not going to happen.
Robinson today rushing 9 carries, 27 yards, 3 catches for 23. It's third down and 8. That gives the block at the left tackle. It's undercut right and short. What a big time hit. Fitzpatrick was there, Brooks in the vicinity, but Fitzpatrick with a big time play. And a player down for the Dolphins. The ball back to the 35. It's an 8 to 42, and it's 4th and 7. Player is down, and we will step aside.
And also, last thing I will say is this.
Ball when they run into refresh Bills team on the bottom. Stadium, second down and 7. Off the back foot, right to the 6. It's front for a first step by Greg, I love how much you grow as a television broadcaster. You gave a great tease going to break about Charlotte Christian, an undefeated season this year for you guys here in the Charlotte area.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. I love calling games here at Fox. I love calling games with you guys. Coaching my 2 boys with my dad here in town locally. It's probably the most fun thing I've ever done in my life. Luke Keatley's on my staff. My dad was my high school coach for 40 years in New Jersey. Jonathan Stewart, one of the best backs, one of the best players in Carolina history. And those are my 2 sons, 7th and 8th grade, still learning. Not quite real ball, but it's fun, man. It's a blast. These kids are incredible. We coach the heck out of them. We have a lot of fun times and a lot of hard work, but it's a blast.
2nd and 6 for Dolphins here.
Bro, you got to get out of that, dude. Can't stand in the middle like that. Paco's collapsing like crazy.
His first full sack now as an NFL player. Got some help from Point in his Buffalo debut. If you go to Youth 8 on Instagram, on YouTube, like you guys have the really, really fun, like sound bites, like lined up segments, and which are really
Look at Luke up there. Woo!
And the thing I told him was this: I was a kid, wasn't big enough, wasn't fast enough, What's not good at football? On the sport.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you though, bro. If we don't keep ever around to the season, I think Luke, you should probably get the be the next man up for that play calling gig, bro. On the defensive side.
The 6th and 7th and 8th graders, not the biggest skill I have.
So he's like real knowledgeable when you think about it.
You got the way you got to encourage. I would trust all parents who want to put their kids into football. Find a coach that encourages your kids the way that these guys encourage their.
Who was that? Damn, somebody else injured.
Is being tended to by the training staff, versatile offensive lineman. I wanted to make sure I told Luke that before the game today. Their radio broadcast. We'll step aside. Really 2 minutes into sport.
And their love makes life
Good God, my boy.
Come on, bring it in. Downs. Anthony Weaver's defense has turned it over back to the offense, stopping the veteran Kirk Cousins and Atlanta.
Okay, emphasize enough the job that Anthony Weaver's defense has done today. You see there, they're giving the cushion, knowing that the fourth down, they knew where the sticks were. Great job of Bradley to make the tackle. And not to anyone's surprise, Brunskill was in the game and was the extra offensive lineman as the Dolphins stick with that pass.
We got our crew, Larry Costigan and Brian Taylor up here. Check that out to see if they used the 6 linemen this season. They haven't until today. It's helping the run game, 37-yard line. They take over for a second get a time on downs. The defense doing the job, 2 into the air. First and 10 to the right. Inside to the red zone, to the 18. And he picks up 18.
Yeah, Portugal's got to be asked for like when the world happened to win the first half of the season, though, bro.
Well, just when you're thinking, okay, they've got this big lead, it's the fourth quarter, they're trying to use up some clock, you got the field position.
Like I'm really shocked, bro.
Quick flow right in between the seam of the zone, auto with another big game.
He has 99 receiving yards. His best game, 110 at Carolina in early October. Coming off, as we mentioned before, just 1 catch in Cleveland last week. It's first and 10 red zone possession at the 19 of Atlanta. And here comes a champ. And he looks for a block on the play. Brunskill, the 6th offensive lineman, trying to lead the way. Go game, second and 10, back to Adam Shine in New York. 10 minutes. Dodge out becomes quarterback Amber, 73 rushing touchdowns. And Pittman, 75. Trent Brady at 6. 43. Buffalo back to you. Can remember that lead single one of them.
I don't know how long it took to get that one out.
Oh, he's so fast. He's so good. He's got that stuff. It's not a fleet of people out, but he gets it on his own. On the 19, second down and 10. To a block by Gordon, incomplete. Trying to find the window on the pass to Westbrook. And there's a look at Tua, who today is 20 of 26, completing 77% of his passes.
Well, getting the ball out of his hands quick. He knows he missed one there. He had a chance to see Storm up going off to the locker room, but this is an incredibly efficient day for Tua and this entire offense.
I don't know what's been more impressive, the defense of the Dolphins or the offense, but they are both played in concert. Mike McDaniel told our Melanie Collins coming out of the halftime that complimentary football is our key today, 3rd and 10. And they try to plunge a runner down the middle. Bertrand is the one making the stop on Acham. He's down to the 17, and they are going to go for 3 as the clock continues to tick. So the 3 possessions for Atlanta: fumble, which they got the 43-yard touchdown pass the Dolphins did. On downs 2 possessions ago, they got the 20-yard catch and run touchdown by the running back Gordon. And here on downs, after the Miami defense stops Atlanta, they're going to try a field goal for 36 yards and extend the lead. The snap, it's a beauty.
And work with here. We get this second catch on this drive. A little bit more attrition for Carolina today. So Taylor Ball, who's your best offensive line, right tackle, he had a big game. Christensen, your most offensive line, he had a big game. So you got Perham and that's not even there. Trent Walsh bringing out the defense. This is moving.
And that's where you got the two Lambo from Panthers next week. So Dr. Hanson,
First down catch. It'll be first down goal. We'll be up there next week. Greg came out, our great crew. We'll head up to the venerable Lambeau Field. They're getting ready for it. It'll be interesting seeing that game with Aaron Rodgers returning.
how do you think that? You know, he said a lot of light things this week. I think it's going to be a bit more find the close to his great team a couple of years ago. No question.
So I don't get back on the darn board again, bro. Good Lord. What was this in the darn first half, bro? Like, this is awful.
He continues to try to get healthy from that cat issue that kept him out for a couple of games. Returned last week, and now he's back in the end zone.
See, the conversation says knee is, it's a touchdown. His knee is not down. Good shot there by camera crew. Yeah, conversation that I think is going to go away. It's just, how does Dave Canales continue to balance Chuba Hubbard and his return, clearly a captain, paid him, workhorse from a year ago, then in his absence earlier this season, the emergence of Rico Dowell, who, again, it's a blowout. Maybe that's part of it. He hasn't touched the ball this entire second half. Rico Dowell, you know, we saw him.
Told us I thought they didn't want no dog on sugar.
Carries it, still productive, but not nearly to the degree he had been, and pretty much just been on the sideline, standing there with his helmet on in the entire second half.
Oh my God, no way he missed that doggone take, dude. Wowzers.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing the protection of this car. Get that car.
Where do you even give this guy?
Kevin Barnes, Pete, Franklin Elementary. You think that's a shot to make the team?
No.
So don't settle for just insurance. There's State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. When you grow up out here, you learn to tell facts from fertile.
Does it though?
How about dogs?
Okay. How about Peyton Manning?
It's cooking time. Anything for Bud Light. If it will be a sponsor of the NFL.
Lunch Wednesday is a huge hit. With this much sport at stake, one duel could change the game.
Jesus.
There you go. Yes. There are no friends on the floor. Then,
Are you kidding me?
$1 million pushes players to the brink.
Come on.
I can't watch that. Only 99 feet after the court, November 5th on Fox.
State band handle, please sponsor me.
On the beard.
Well, the scene will shift to the West Coast at Dodger Stadium for Game 3 on Fox tomorrow night. Blue Jays offense dominant in Game 1. Yamamoto dominant for the Dodgers in Game 2. And we'll get ready for Game 3 tomorrow night. Joe Davis, John Smoltz, and Rosenthal, Tom Verducci. Pete Machiska, his final World Series, producing the show. And great Fox Sports crew to take care of you. Former Panther. The year's flight is thrown this for 3 minutes. He takes over the 5-yard line. And a lot of Buffalo Bills fans, through the proximity of Toronto and how close they are in Canada, take it into Blue Jays fans for one time. And Mitchell Trubisky is going to take over for Josh Allen, so we'll cap Josh Allen's day today.
Oh, they pulled. That could be shit. He did his job today.
Coming in, so just his second match of the season, he was in that blowout against the Jets earlier this year. Also was out there to take some knees. Allen is done. 2 rushing touchdowns, passing touchdown today. He had the throw ball 19 times and gets to sit likely for the rest of this ball game. Watch the Davis. Good stop by big score. Well, this is pretty cool. Over at Rogers Center earlier this year. So Josh went to high school in Fireball, California. That's west of Fresno. He was getting towards the end of his high school career. He was 6'3", 180 pounds, not getting a lot of love from some schools, and he wasn't doing all the 7-on-7 stuff that the kids do now because he was playing baseball. He was a 90-mile-an-hour fastball guy. While he was the leading scorer for the basketball team, he played quarterback for the football team, so it wasn't certainly not enough eyes on Josh Allen then, but he's obviously grown a lot over the years between his time in Wyoming and the NFL. He got the NBA levels.
Worth noting now, we got some new faces on this Buffalo offensive line. Left tackle, we got Ryan Vanderbar. At center now, we got Cedric Van Granger, rookie, number 62. And let's go so in the bench here, more than just Trubisky.
We saw everybody on the other side.
Oh boy, now Derek Brown going down.
Especially in the NFL.
Jeez, man.
Taking guys out, it's very tricky. First of all, we don't have so many sets, right? We're not carrying 100 pounds on the rosters. Somebody has to play here. That's the problem. It's such a small game. Yeah, if you free that it's cut down, somebody's got to play. You don't carry 20 guys in every position, so it's always a fine line between competing to the end and seeing what you guys have when you're down, but also the last thing you want to do in any game is lose one of your best players. And take a look what's happened to Carolina. 4 already ruled out.
Jeez. Oh my gosh, man.
Mentioned a few times here, Trent Wallace, concussion. He's the lead-down leader, and Brady Christensen.
That is not good, dude.
The last, pretty much the entire season, they played down the big free agent acquisition of last year, and Robert Fine started right guard. So, issues with some, just from an injury perspective, continue to matter for this left line offense.
But the two division, the offensive line, these two teams as good as he goes down and counts. And it's the first down for Elijah Moore. Carolina's offensive line, they've had 6 different combos play 50-plus snaps. That's by far most of the NFL. Now you look at Buffalo, they got their second team offensive line in right now, but their first team guys, it's almost always the same line that you see over the last 20-some-odd games.
We spent so much time talking about quarterbacks and running backs and receivers. You want to find out what teams have a chance to compete when things get serious down the end. Take a look at who wins up front, offensive, defensive line. Now they got Spencer Brown. He's not the right tackle. He's lined up at left tackle for Buffalo.
First time Johnson. 48. It's been the ground game. That was marquee story for this ball game. It was James Cook who put together the best rushing performance by any running back in the NFL this year. That's a couple of Rico Dowdle did 3 weeks ago.
So there's 3 aspects to the run game that you want to be good. Right? So the contact stats are related to the talent the strength of the offensive line, which we've covered now a lot. And then, of course, the run design, the job that Joe Brady has done by personnel groupings, shifts, motions, to make it. And then it's the third part of that is that the ability to make from these products for it checked all three boxes off the head.
This local tradition finds key opponent for a first down. Two folks with 7 minutes required. It's a blocking, scheme, play calling, and pure talent. It's a lot of those things, and sometimes they all work together on the same play, and you get moments and days like James Cook is having today.
And I probably need to act fourth if we're talking, because the game script also drastically impacts your ability to just work with those. And score when your defense takes the ball away 3 times, you come in and you can score 40. All of a sudden, there's a defense to operate from the that's the really ball all working together. It's Brown, right? So he's just I'm purely speculating right now in 40 to 9 games. Every time they put Spencer Brown at left tackle, they're running away from him. I almost wonder if, because again, you don't have so many, you can't really get 5 blue lines, you don't have 10 off them.
That's what the slate looks like. Key games, speaking of the NFC, go Vikings and Lions will square up. Texans have played well today against San Francisco. Denver's got Dallas today. Those two teams will square up. We'll have Panthers, Packers, Jags, Raiders, Saints, Rams in the late window. Local listings for the game in your areas. We have Week 9 to start off the month of November. What's coming up? Even more difficult. We're a very good Buffalo team. Which we know Falcons are an interesting team. That's a division game. And the NFC West, it's been a fascinating division so far. San Francisco, for the most part, has held its own because of all the injuries. Rams played well. Seahawks have looked good. There's a lot of really good divisions in the NFC going right now.
Yeah. He's on the sideline and
good God, that's atrocious, dude. No way, man. As good as those back saw, this should have a whole lot more than that, dude. Man, it's just freaking awful. Good God. This is ridiculous, man.
League average for yards per carry is 4.3. So an average run is a good run. You get 4 yards on first down, that's pretty solid. But you start to get up towards 5 and definitely towards 6 and 8.
I was not a big believer in the Bills defense, but then they held us to 9 points a day like that, bro. Yeah.
Has been as good as any back in the
Play runs about the time that a run play is better than a pass.
Yeah.
So caught up in total yards. It's really relevant. Just looking to get explosive runs, which makes it the equivalent of a pass.
And there's the Panthers 2 saves. 26. We're down. So they'll punt this one away, and it will be former Bills Sam Martin. Josh Allen will avoid the first 3-game losing streak of his NFL career. What's the long snap for them on derivatives to Sam Martin is J.J. Jensen, who's played in a record of 268 games for the Carolina Panthers. All consecutively since 2009. They spent their time.
While we're talking about coaching youth sports, JJ's actually one of my assistant coaches on the baseball team. Our two sons are actually playing all the baseball. So it's a family affair. We all played together a million years, and now we can't get rid of each other.
Well, for good reason. It's the friends that you keep for a while.
Yeah, he's one of the best to ever do it. And we always joke, he's going to play 30 years. He's the same exact guy as he was 10 years ago when I played with him. And, I never want to say I'm going to snap start because I always feel like that's like the ultimate. So, he hasn't had, it's like when you say a guy has a distant camera and he shanks it, of course. So I would never be able to look at him and see him if I did that. So I just stay away from it. But he's as good as it gets.
Jeffrey, just to mess with him a little bit.
No, he's JJ. Even though the second J is just Jansen, so we get full redundancy.
Yeah, because his name's Jeffrey Richard. Correct, Jansen.
It's the redundant J.
That might be a fun nickname. Redundant J's. Here's Ty Johnson. Lost a yard on the play. Rose moves there. Well, Josh, Grandma will appreciate the day today. More smiles on Josh's face than they've probably seen the last couple of weeks.
See Josh and he's in a street for us. Left with that bicep injury and serves. Both he's all right.
And he shoots them fast. This will take us to the 2-minute warning, but before that, it's the perfect time to talk about Titans. Listen, I know they're not the end zone, but they're doing important work.
And they've done great work the entire season. But one of the best personnel groups, if not the best, is their multiple 3 tight end formation stacks. Pause the rookie. They use Gilliam as kind of a hybrid fullback, and obviously Dalton Kincaid and Dawson Knox. So they got involved in the passing game a little bit. Here's probably the best one of the day to Kincaid, but the 3 tight ends, we'll call it 4 tight ends of this Buffalo unit led by Rob Morris. It's one of the keys to the success of this Buffalo offense.
This Sunday, we need to get every 2 liter of Pepsi to get all the food's flavor.
We usually work on Sundays.
I'll cancel my plans.
I think definitely it tastes better.
There's 1:02 to go. Come down. Miami will turn it over. Atlanta will get it. The ball will be on the 27-yard line.
Well, Kevin, it's not getting any easier for the Falcons. They got to go on the road the next 2 weeks. They got to take on New England, who's looking like they're going to hit the 6-2 today, and then the Colts that we just talked about previously sitting at 6-1. So this is back to that game now after the loss at San Francisco. Where Morris trying to find that formula.
Cousins under center. And the handoff here is going to go His running back who will bring it up with a nice run. You haven't seen Nathan Carter until today, and that carry the rookie free agent from Michigan State. We're going to get your bonus coverage. Look at what Flacco is doing to the Jets. 6.5 to go. There'll be a lot there. There's a player down for Miami. Timeout. And that is Kendall Sheffield. And Sheffield, a former Atlanta drafted player, walking off slowly. That was the longest run today. By the way, that moments ago by Nathan Carter was the longest run today by Atlanta. Didn't play last week, but it was inactive the previous two. Can't tell if it's swelling on Tua's eyes getting worse or staying stable or what. Lamar had that every game. Didn't look good this morning. But tonight, during pregame, 15-10, nice cut there with a really gauge. And there's celebrating the hit out to the 41. Clock is ticking.
Well, I think that's the biggest thing you got to take from today is Anthony Weaver and what he was able to do with his defense going against this offense and like John Robinson wanted, and of course Mike McDaniel keeping this team together.
So the losing streak for Miami is over. They had lost 3 in a row. They go to 2-6. They get their first road win. Their quarterback threw 4 touchdowns. No turnovers there. And a fairly
Small Spurs game to a half though, but I ain't gonna lie. But this just game, dude. Wow, we.
CBS. After the Jets finish the game, it's a pickup of 9, second and short. Clock running, 3:34 left. Which many people around the NFL have predicted this kind of outcome in this game. 6-point lead for Cincinnati. That's for 16. His defense, the formula is clear. Rush the passer, control the game at the front.
Yeah, man. To be honest with you, I wish that I went on ahead and pulled Andy at halftime because I already knew this thing was gonna get out of control. Already knew it.
When you take the ball away as much as they have, and you can get after the passer, it's a formula you're going to win a lot of games, especially with Jim Chandler. It started this coaching for
Ooh.
Buffalo was looking for a takeaway.
55 point there, bro.
Was claiming that it was Buffalo's ball. Interesting to see. I think Icky Quanta came in and took a shot, threw a couple punches. Let's take a look here on the right side.
That dude was a cornball.
So he shoves Mitchell Evans in the top of the head, and Icky Quanta comes running in to defend his guy. So Hoyt gets sent. Yeah, Hoyt got a point the other way. He thought he drew it, but the official saw that he was the instigator, and Icky Aquino just coming to the rescue of his young tight ends. He's got to be fired up to get back in there. But he was able to.
Damn, I wish Don would have gave Turnbull a touchdown today, dude. So he's not that good enough to make that happen.
Still 90 seconds left. We're good at 40 points.
Joe said he did all he needed to do today, bro.
Just on victory. Just take me. I'll be in the elevator. This is one of the games they played all over. This is the formula. Now the question is, can you do it over long periods of time? Can you take it away at this rate? Can you work it at this rate? Obviously, if you can do it, Dude, it's just a question of how to act.
ETN first down. Q, what comes next week? The team that's knocked out of the playoffs 4 out of the 7 times that Sean McDermott has made it.
Good God, look at their schedule, bro. Woo. They got a gully coming up.
The Bucks are good. The Texans are playing well today. Always tough to go to Pittsburgh. Take on this old buddy Mike Tomlin. We picked college football with William and Mary. Both those guys. Each won 9 consecutive games on the front. Tomlin did it a few weeks ago. McDermott will do it today. Chiefs game next week will be another nice litmus test for a Buffalo team that have dropped back-to-back games. Had to go over the bye week with a bad taste in their mouths. Joey Bosa, part of a 7-7 performance for the Buffalo defense. And James Cook and Josh Allen combined for 4 rushing touchdowns in this contest.
Just an awful game all around, dude.
With their 5th win, they keep pace with the Patriots, who are offering to their 6th victory of the season. Cook had over 200 yards, 216 to be exact on the ground, down at 206 a few weeks ago. The Bengals sit with Pam Oliver, the wonderful women men are pro. I'm Adam Amazing, so long from Charlotte. Kevin Burkhardt, the Giants and Eagles bonus coach.
Did come out and say that Barkley.
Yeah, man. So Don Cardinals had 175 yards, up in 10.9. One interception and sacked like 7 times, bro. Nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah,
Shoot, Trevor was the only one that had a darn touchdown today, dude. It's a damn shame.
150 yards rushing for Saquon, the touchdown. And 4 yards rushing in reserve role. And really the Eagles.
I'll tell you what, man, I'm about to get out of here.
They've been outgained in every single game this year.
Anyways, thank you to those that was watching. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, man. I'll catch y'all later.
428 to 246 total yardage, and 2 running backs over 100 today. That's the first time it's happened since 2013. Shady McCoy and Bryce Brown did it back then. So
We can't even talk about the Eagles. They're a great passing team.